Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Perfect. Testing, testing. Perfect. All right. So let's get started. I'm pretty sure last we left off, it was day 1 of winter. So let's continue from there. One section left. Come on. And it's one big section. Placing objects. Let's continue. There we go. Alright. So where were we at? First day of winter. These trees are starting to die. Getting cold. Their hit points at least are quite low. I will tell them to chop down all the trees, or else we will just, if they die, we get nothing. So we need to chop down all the trees before winter becomes a problem. So last time we just finished our living quarters for all of them to happily sleep in very warm, comfortable bedrooms all by themselves. Very happy with this. So next I want to add in I want to expand this. I won't add a new room, I want to expand the existing. So the idea will be to expand this to being a bigger cooking area and a bigger eating area. Maybe I should also change the material of the walls. I don't know. I like having a variety. I don't want everything to be too samey. Settlers are suffering from cold. So let's see. What kind of materials do we have? Like, what's our current set of materials? We have almost 600 clay. And for the stone, we have almost 600 stone. We have a lot of both. And we have a map here that was never unclicked. Alright, and if I remember correctly, the got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we keep going in this direction with 1, 2, 3, 4, destroy these. This should be a clay, right? So if I tell them to expand this walkway all the way to the wall, this here should be limestone. We do the same thing for limestone. This way we have full path, and then we have clay here again. And right here is where I will put in the new area for the new Great Hall. New Great Hall. For Great Hall, let's make it out of clay also. We seem to have a lot of clay, so let's make the Great Hall out of clay. And here, put it all the way to here. be nice and big. All right. And we go here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This. Let's cancel that one. Same idea here. Oh, that one's not even at the right position. You could argue that the other one was at the wrong position, but 1, 2, 3 here. Four. And let's put this here. The general idea will be that, so if we click on cancel, this, oh, well, those were already built. Cancel these 4 over here, 4 over here, and destroy these here. I want to put in, I want the area to be raised. So we would go this. What's the best we can do over here? Gonna lag a little bit. And now I need to put in some, what are they called? Beam. I don't think the beams will work here. Right. This is too big for the beams. So I will need to add in some here, 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 and for now I'm just guessing on the positions of these things. We will find out soon enough if these are good enough to support the next level. See what we get. Oh, very close, very close. For some reason, just 2 blocks over here that are not supported. Be easy enough to add a beam over here. And let's add a beam over here to make it symmetrical. Make it look good. That should. Oh, look, that we also had some spots over here that I had not noticed. There we go. That gets almost all of the spots. We still have a hole here and here that are not handled by the current set of beams. That's why, because these beams here are not central. That's why we had a different look. Let's actually, that will take a lot of recalculation, so let's give it a little bit. Okay, for that one, this is, here is where I want it. And for you over here. Then I'll put in here. Okay, did I put it already? Here. And let's put, to fix this problem over here, 2 walls here. That should cover those 2 slots that we had. Now I should be able to zoom out and finish up the floor here. Get everything? No, we do not get everything. Missing 2 spots. Oh, okay, because I didn't finish up the theme here. Here. Now that should finish up all the spots. There we go. I don't see why that one's not. We have a beam right here now. 1, 2, 3. I feel like that's just not updating properly. But and you are also not liking it, even if you should be. This should be 4, 3, 2. This should be 1, 3, 2, 1. This should be okay, given that we now have a floor here. That should be 4 with the new blocks here. Okay, so this should act as a second layer here. And on the second layer, we can place ourselves, our Great Hall can go on top here. Don't necessarily want to, let's see, maybe they have it updated here. Nope. Invalid position. Still doesn't want to do that, even with the new blocks. So let's give people a little bit of time to catch up. This will take them some time to actually get this done. But ideally I can make it so that we have down here underneath, I'm going to make it so that we craft ourselves some, I'm going to move our brewing station and spirit distillery. Brewing stations will be moved out here. Don't think they get a benefit from being indoors. Let's check that. We have a lot of brewing stations here. They do not appear to get a benefit for being indoors. Inside spare room, production speed 150. Doesn't actually tell me it doesn't tell me very well if it gets a production speed from being inside a room or not. I feel like distilleries are something that should be outside, right? Then we can refactor this to being cooking and medicine. Once we have the distillery out here, cooking and medicine in here, have all our beer, easy access location for the alcohol. And I can also put in a secondary entrance into the food area. That's not the worst idea. So that we can get access to the food without necessarily needing to go outside. Like all this will be covered, right? So if I go like this, all this should be good. It gives us a little hallway into the fooding area. And I can just add in some stairs here. Something like that. Stairs here. And that would allow me to, hopefully this doesn't go down the stairs here. And that should allow us to tunnel into this area here. I think that would work. Door there. And once we have a floor here, that'll fully cover up the tunnel. all this is looking good. You guys are stable value, stability of that. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, as expected. Should be good. Once they get over here, though, they'll actually make a hole here, but that shouldn't be a problem. Cold snap. That should be easy enough to handle. We'll just need to watch out for anyone who gets a little too cold. So we still need to wait for this to get updated. Like that is, I did make one here, right? Yeah. You just need to wait for that to be built, and then once that's built, we'll have 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we can build those there. Need the game to update on what it can and cannot do, because the game at the moment does not know what it can and cannot do. Am I out of low on clay? I feel like I might be out of clay. Yeah, I don't see any clay on the map. Oh, what's that tree doing there? Don't want you around. Go away. There's a nice pile of clay that we can mine over here. Really nice. That's a lot of clay. So we can start digging ourselves a hole here. I don't think that will take precedence over the hole that we're digging over here. But this one is not providing any resources. That's not the reason. Like 2 clay, 2 clay, 2 clay, 2 clay. Like this is just dirt. We're just digging up dirt here. And that's fine because the purpose isn't to dig up, like it's to dig up a path, not to dig up materials. This one over here would be an actual quarry where we can dig up all the clay that lives there. Good. Right, I feel like it's actually a little bit more efficient now that we have enough people. I feel like it's running a little smoothly. Look at that. We're doing pretty good at building this little... Oh, autosave? Okay. Nothing to be concerned about. We're doing pretty good at building this little area. Why are you just standing there? Okay, you are not happy with the whole mining situation. Look at that. That person fell down from up here and it was fine. Good to know. You can actually dig someone out and they'll just fall down. I always thought the game had something against that, but apparently not. That was done no problem. Okay, so we have the hole, I see. Yeah, the hole almost done. If we have that done, we'll build ourselves some stairs. This. There we go. And we'll build ourselves some more floors. Okay. There we go. Should be fine. Now let us have a little bit of a walkway here. Which should allow us to go into this area. Let me also add in door here to keep this area here and this area here a little separated. Right now this is outside. This could be inside and it might insulate this a little bit better from the summer heat that will come eventually. Are we out of, oh, we don't have any limestone either. I do not remember where I had some limestone. I know. And it's snowing, so I can't really see. Okay, there's some limestone over here I saw. I'd like it to stop mining so I could easily determine where the limestone are. At least I can start this one. Everything okay over there? Yeah, okay, everything's fine. So let's build this out. And yeah, a lot of clay over here. Let's dig all this clay out. Well, over here, there's a bunch of anything else. Got some salt, not a resource I currently use. Have some dirt. There's the limestone right here. Some clay over here. I don't see any more, there's a little bit more clay down there, but that's not what I'm looking for. I don't see any more limestone over here. I don't know if we have some more exposed limestone somewhere. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, limestone. Clay. Clay. Alright, it's a huge patch of clay over here. Limestone. Don't know exactly how big this limestone. We have the limestone here, 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 here. More limestone. Okay, so we have a little patch of limestone going on over here. One limestone. So this seems like a little patch of limestone, which should be good to mine. Let's also mine ourselves a little path from. Can we reach here? So we go down here, we go underneath the bridge, go up here. So let's go from like that. Dig into here from there, and let's add another stairs to make it a little more straightforward so I don't have to go underneath the bridge every time. Yeah, it's definitely telling me we don't have enough limestones for all the building I want to do with limestones. At least this is good, right? -6, and it has its own inside temperature here, own inside temperature here. We're actually going through our reserve of food pretty quickly. Still think we'll be good. We're almost halfway done winter and we're not halfway through our reserves, but we do need to pay more attention to that. I feel like our current setup for gardening is not adequate. This is something that will need to be expanded. So maybe add one here, abuse of this space here. This looks like a bunch of dirt. Oh, look there, I'm finally gonna actually see what I was doing over here. Oh wow, look at that, there's a lot more to this than I thought there was. There's some down here too. A lot more limestone than I thought there was. I did not need to make it that. Let's start with that. Yeah, I don't really care about salt. I don't care about clay that much, so let's say but we have enough clay for now. Well, apparently we don't. We do care about clay more than I thought we did. Okay, we are maxed out on clay. Never mind. We don't care about clay that much. I was right. So let's stop mining this clay. And oh, okay. I guess we're just storing it. Where are you going with that clay? Okay, yeah, the clay storage pit right here. Happy birthday, Merrill. You have been here since the beginning. Very well, not actually the beginning, but you've been very, very useful nonetheless. Yeah, we have a bunch of clay stored over here. That's what they did with all the clay. So we still have 1,000 clay there. So we definitely want to focus on the limestone. Limestone should be our focus right now. We have all 3 of these making limestone blocks, right? So let's ban on that. This should not be a spare room. This should be a... Oh, what happened here? Can't place too far from stable structure. Since when? What? That makes no sense. There's a wall right there. Not letting me... For some reason it does not like... Put that there. That should bring it closer to a stable structure. Why is it not like putting a floor here? So we have 600. Can we build this beam here so that see, you're crafting a wooden item that's not that important. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that is definitely not what I wanted you to do. What happened to the... Oh, the construction got cancelled because I told them to deconstruct the wall. I was like, okay, well, if we're deconstructing the wall, we don't need the beam. So, yeah, they were wrong. Okay, there we go. We're building that. Construction failed. Good job. Now we should be able to build this floor. Yeah, okay. And that should turn this back into a crafting room. I wonder how long that has been that way. I wonder what caused it to break. Don't know what caused it to lose stability there, but now we should be... Or not. We're still in the spare room. This should be a good room, no? We have a roof. We have the 2 tools, right? We have 1, 2. I guess these don't count. Stonemason bench don't count towards workshops. Workshop. Bowyer, blacksmith, forge, work. Stonemason's bench. And 2 wall tool shelves. No shrine beds or anything else. Why is this not a workstation bench? Oh, it's still connected. There's a hole somewhere still. How are you still connected? Oh, look at that. There is still a hole. Yeah, so that one needs a beam here. Here, let's put 2 more beams. Hopefully that should let us turn this into a work area. Talking about rooms, I don't remember if I confirmed that these are actual workstations, like correct rooms. They're not. They're just you're a workshop. You up here. I don't like this room interface. So you this room. Oh, why is it not? Okay, I'm not even on that floor. I'm on this floor here. Why are you selecting the stuff on the bottom floor? The spare room. Okay. Let's get rid of this room overlay. It really sucks. I'm guessing I just need to make myself some tool shelves, which I never did. What it looks like. Tool shelves here. And a tool shelf here. There we go. That should fix that into an actual proper workshop room. Okay, so, and over here. Okay, so there we go. That should fix this into being a workshop room once we build this floor. And that should increase the speed at which we make ourselves some bricks. Right? Once someone decides to build this floor, anyone. Not that it's taking them that long to make these, but nonetheless, it'll be quicker. There we go. Now it's quicker. Perfect. Oh, and we now actually have... Oh, so for the longest time, we didn't have a great hall. This was just a room. That kind of sucks. Now people will be even happier. I didn't need to do anything. That's good. I wonder why that happened, though. I still have no idea why that happened. So as I said, we want this to be a new brewery area. So we'll put in some these. There. How much do we have currently? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one will now have 1, 2, 8, 10. Almost double the amount of breweries. So that should help with alcohol production and storage. We can store the alcohol here. I don't think alcohol needs to be inside or cold, or it goes bad. I don't know, actually. I don't think it has... does it stay here? Like, if it will go bad? Resource meals edible. Max stack. Description. No, it doesn't say here if it would go bad. Alcohol. Either way, the general idea would be to have storage space for alcohol here, one for barley. Oh, well, that did not work at all like I wanted. So that made one big space. I wanted 2 spaces. Alcohol and one new additional different for barley. Let's expand this a little bit. And we can expand this one the same way. And this one we clear everything but barley. Where's food, raw? Barley doesn't go bad if it has a roof and a floor. It can't, the temperature doesn't matter. Here. And for you, I can put alcohol is food, so all alcohol can go there. There we go. So this would be a nice little... Oh wow, a lot of people's birthdays are today. The 9th of winter. Got 3 birthdays. And over here we can place ourselves make a barley field, make food fields, and a food field, keep our trees here and add in, make this into a field for herbs. Herbs get stored here, so that's a pretty close storage area. How many herbs do I have? I don't. I'm kind of low on herbs a little bit. So barley. Let's see. How would this work if I put a barley field here? Okay, so that works. Destroy. This one is the cabbage field, so food. I want to make the food field over here. Let's change it to being here and not here. Okay, so that was cabbage. We'll go here. Will that work? Because I see some rocks here, and we will shrink. Remove this. That should be enough cabbage. We'll find out. More than we have of barley. What do we have over here? Flax. Let's copy flax and move that over here. We don't need that much flax, so let's deconstruct. Move that over there. Look at that. Look at all these. They don't really go away. We have 1,900. We definitely don't need that much flax. Herbs, on the other hand, feel like we need more. So we can put the herb garden here. Right here like that. And let's destroy this. And red currants we can keep here. Just move it a little bit. That acts as both food and wine. So, that's always nice to have. And trees. Always want some trees. Leave the trees where they are. I think we have, what is it? Under military fences. So we can always build, is there a fence like entrance? There isn't. So for the entrance we will need to just leave it empty, I guess. We can fence off these things. They'll be more or less permanent. At least that's the idea. These are all made of sticks, so they're really cheap. Here, here, here. All right. Add fencing here, here, here. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need a way in. Let's cancel this one. Miscellaneous, more fencing. Fencing, fencing. Okay, and we'll want a fence over here. There you go. The side fences over here. There we go. Be nice if there was like a fence gate. That should help. That would help with making these a little bit nicer. But I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so this should help make it a little bit prettier. That's pretty much it. Look at that. Now that we've actually started mining all this, we mined out this whole thing real quick. That's 1,000 limestones we got going there. So we almost done with this level here. Good. I feel like we can start transferring over our alcohol production right away then. Construct, deconstruct, and deconstruct. Alright. So let's see, over here we will make ale until we have 100. Right, that is beer. Beer until we have 100. Beer until we have, this is what okay. Until we have 100. Cold snap. Second cold snap. Hey. It's a good thing I'm pretty immune to cold snaps over here. 100. And over here, 100. Alright. So that should, that one's 0. 100. So 100 beers for all of you. You two will be for wine, just in case. Wine until we have 50. And same here, wine until we have 50, just as a backup. And I will have 2 of you making ale until we have 50. But we should never need this. Actually, maybe we make one of them, cancel this. One of them has, cancel this one. Okay. One of them here is for wine, the other one is for ale. So we have 50. And let's make all of the other ones all for beer until we have 100. We're gonna need a lot of barley. No, wrong one. Beer, so we have 100. Lots of barley here until you have 100. I want the people to have the best alcohol that they can possibly have. Oh, someone's unconscious. Are they just sleeping, or they are not just sleeping? They have moderate hypothermia. Well, this cold snap's actually hurting. Carry this. Okay, someone else is already coming over here to carry them. Come on. There we go. So we're gonna bring them to a bed. This should be nice and warm in here. Well, relatively warm. And someone should come and heal them up. Someone else is unconscious? Oh, okay, the same person. They just tried getting up and then they went back out. Someone should be trying to... I think our medics might be sleeping. Yeah, it looks like our medics are sleeping. So maybe, what are you busy doing? You're going to eat. What are you doing? Okay, you're going to tend the wound. Okay, so let's go over here and tend this hypothermia. There we go. They shouldn't have a problem anymore. Somehow herbs cure hypothermia. It works. As we were. Here and here until we have 100. Alright. So once we actually have our barley field producing more barley, we can make more beer. I feel like this isn't going to be big enough for beer, for all the people. But that's still a lot of barley. I feel like feel like we should overproduce. I don't see any harm in overproducing a little bit of barley. I want to expand this a little bit. Expand it a little bit. So miscellaneous. Let's move this over here. And rid of this. And this. All the way over here. There we go. Now we can expand. We'll see if this is a good use. We'll find out. We have a lot of people, have a lot of free labor. I'm not too concerned. I really don't want to run out of barley again. That's one of the main things people are probably complaining about is the lack of good alcohol right now. Yeah, see, alcohol requirements. No one's happy, no one's satisfied for their alcohol because, well, we're not making much alcohol right now. We're just making a little bit of wine out of food that we can eat instead. So, you know, that's always something to consider. We could be eating it instead of, you know, drinking it. Well, barley has no other purpose in this game. Alright, so that's first floor and second floor. Oh, other than, so see, I knew it. Knew that would fill in. Okay, so now we can start making the new Great Hall. Alright, this. Oh, someone's unconscious. Because of what the reason? Not because of sleep, because of hypothermia. I'm assuming someone will be coming over to carry you to bed. There we go. That should help you not feel hypothermic anymore. Same. I'm assuming this is the same level, right? Yeah. And we want it to go inside over here, all the way down here. All right, and then we go on the outside. This is going to be our Great Hall area. You're exhausted, but you're unconscious. Someone should come over and tend your wound. Calling for stockpile. Can you tend her wound instead? Thank you. Oh, someone is already doing it. Wound tended, but okay, there. So you're the only person who's unconscious, but you're doing fine. You're exhausted, but that's okay. Exhaustion is not a problem. It's those people who. All right. So how do we want this to look? I don't know how much wood we have, but we have the nice tables now, right? We have quality tables. Yeah, stone tables and quality. A large, I don't know what the difference, but let's use a quality table. This is free from the edge, so one. I think we have quality chairs now too. Oh, what did we research when we researched the quality stuff? Where was it? Furniture too. So it's just quality tables. A bunch of quality tables. Alright. Nice, good, great hall. We do want them to be able to play backgammon in here. Oh, play backgammon in the corners. I want graded doors. I wonder if graded doors have a I use them over here. What's their thermal insulation? 0.5. So it's the same as a normal door, right? Normal doors are 0.5. You can completely see through them in every way. Oh, look at that. We are planting stuff. You can completely see through them in every way, but they still count as 0.5. How much food did we have in our reserves left? Not that much, actually. We still had a full batch of food there, but not that much food left in, like, raw food. Raw food is what I mean. Okay. That's, alright. And in here, so what, I don't remember exactly what the requirements for a, called again, Great Hall is. So, stone table, yeah, so wooden large, quality table large, okay? 6 chairs, we're good for that. 8 banners of some kind. Wall shield or wall deer head decorations. Torch, iron torch. Okay, so let's build those things in place then. So lots of decoration. Start with the torches. By torches, do they mean like the... What do they mean by torches? Put large banners on the outside. And wall mounted. Do we have the stuff we need for like a deer head? We have, there's a lot of bones out there. So let's mount up some deer heads. And some shields. Medium banner. I want to make sure if they stand in here, they know who they should be, that everyone knows why they're here. Propaganda, as they say. Oh, spring starts. Pretty good. And I'll put in a little bit more shields. Shield over here. Shield over there. Alright, and we will need ourselves some ceiling on this. Let's see what we can do about that. Okay, we want roofs made of clay. Let's zoom out a little bit. So we will want to put ourselves, where's our, do it like that. Then I'm assuming we would need something here. Put beams here. Here. I can't put beams here because of the two. Let's get rid of this wall shield, cancel this one, and put the wall shield on the outside so that I can put in beams. There you go. I should be able to now put beams here and here. Alright, so now I should be able to do this ceiling as I want it done. We go from here. Go here. 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 Back. And same thing on the other way. All the way back. There we go. So that should allow us to have all the roofs for this area. And once the roof is in place, this should be this should be good. Oh, actually, now that we have those extra walls, we can put in some more banners. Let's put in some more banners. Let's go back one, put a banner here, put a banner here, 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 put some small banners here. There we go, that should work. I think that should qualify this to being a Great Hall. You know, why would it not? Once we have that Great Hall done, we can destroy this one Great Hall and expand the kitchen. Yeah, let's get rid of this room overlay. I don't like it. It's so much better. Look, this thing is full of clay. We definitely don't need any more clay. And what about here? We have a lot of limestone. We're building this almost all out of clay right now. So that doesn't look that bad. It does leave a crack in the middle here, though. Kind of. I don't like that look, I guess. But if you don't look at it too hard, I guess it didn't do that over here. No crack in between the wall and the roof over here. But if you do a roof against a roof, I guess, it creates a crack. Like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the iron fires. I don't know where a good place for these would be. They want how many of these again? I think 5. Like that, I think would work. That's 6. I think that should qualify. This is still not the correct type of room. Right? Yeah, it's just a normal room. And this room here requires 4, only 4. So I didn't need those extra 2. That's okay. We'll have those extra 2 nonetheless. I don't think it'll hurt. So as soon as this one or this one is finished being built, at this rate, I think this one will be finished first, even if it started second. Oh, never mind. It didn't qualify it as a Great Hall. Why not? Room content. Lots of maybe that's not what it's talking about. Wooden torch, iron torch, wooden torch, wall or iron torch wall. Maybe it's actually talking about torches. Is there like a torch? Tools, books, spearhead decorations. Where's the torch? Campfire, brewing station. Over here, right? Wooden torch. Okay, so maybe this is, oh, it's actually talking about torches. We actually have to find a place to put torches. There you go. That those 4 torches should now. So I guess I have them already placed, and I knew about this already. I just forgot. Is what I'm getting out of this. So once we have those torches in place, add in some windows. There we go. That worked. Here. Hopefully, oh wait, do we not have a beam there? No, we don't have a beam there. So that's a couple windows. But so this is now a great hall, right? Yeah. Okay. So now that that's done, we can go in here and be like, hey guys, you know what? No, you know what I want you to do? Can you guess? All buildings in not all layers. This layer need to go. No. Let's cancel that. Maybe that's a little too aggressive. I want to, not all buildings, only all furniture in this area. There we go. So I'll get rid of all this furniture. I would love to replace this with an actual nice flooring. The problem is that, like, yeah, this is the problem. If I replace the flooring up here, I have to destroy it and then rebuild, and that would make this exposed to the outside. Definitely not what I want. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have a bunch of extra irons over here. Do we not have any ferns? Where did we plant those? Planted down here. That's okay. No one started build. I swear I saw some people plant the cabbage. No one's planted the cabbage, and they're currently planting the herbs. Okay, we're only on day 3, and the flax has already been planted. Trees. Everyone is working on the trees. Everyone is working on the trees. Okay, so now we have a couple windows over here. Good. I think that looks pretty. I think that looks pretty decent for a raised great hall area. Now what to do about here? That's the question. I want to expand our kitchen to have a little bit bigger kitchen, so I feel like this should become the kitchen. Did we get rid of all the wall stuff? Looks like it. I don't see any wall decorations anymore. So this should become a kitchen, and we can turn this into medicine. So let's turn this into a kitchen area. And as I said, I want more kitchen stuff. 3 of those, and let's make 2 of these to start. And 1 over here. Let's not block the window. 1 over here. We need to keep it warm for the winter. Let's add in some braziers. Once all that's done, oh yeah, we also need the shells, the pottery shells, which we can put this wall, not that one. That one had the support beam. We can put 5. That should be good. So as soon as those pottery shells are built, we should now, this should be a kitchen area. We can destroy this one. Or just like connect these 2. They don't need, well, I guess I didn't want to make myself, oh, we got a fight. The first fight of today. Oh, that's not that bad. An hour into the stream and we got our first fight. They appeared silently, eyes howling, hair wild, smelling rancid and daubed. I don't know what that word is. With blood, everyone in Aldeby Recognize these pillagers as assailants of the most deadly kind. They are, I don't agree. They are beyond reason with nothing left to lose. One movable trebuchet. That's the only concern here. Everyone else is melee. So let's see where they spawn. Okay, they spawn in this southern end. I don't like this spawn point because it goes here and here. So it's not an easy spawn point to have defend. I don't like that at all. So let's recruit all of our archers. So we go half over here. Let's say we don't want, say we want our other half. That's about half, right? 5, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are not in this group. Go up on this tower over here. All right, so let's go there and we'll get our tanks out. So we need someone to come in, potentially distract. Oh, I forgot, I need to actually recruit you. Go over here. And this other tank, recruit, go over here. All right, I don't think they're gonna actually make it past the door, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I do want to deal with, just in case, because of the trebuchet, do want them around for when that trebuchet says shoot. Trebuchet right here. I'm gonna take you. Oh, Merrill, you did. You what? No, you were what? You never came. I guess I don't have a choice. Douglas, you are going out there. See if you can get the attention of the trebuchet. Okay, that's. I think that's enough attention grabbing. Not sure if that worked or not, but we have started. Did they all go in this direction? I think they all went in that direction. So let's move Henry to over here. Yeah, they don't look like they're coming. I'm going to keep a couple people here. I'm going to move Edwin, Sylvester, and Dulcia to the wall position over here. So I thought I grabbed all three of you. Move to the wall position over here. Maybe that should help. Oh no, look at that, I was wrong. Some of them did decide to go in this direction. That's okay. We still have a couple of people over here. Maybe move them over here. Yeah, okay, so now they'll be in a good spot to shoot at these guys. Okay, so they're dead, and oh, we did lose some floors. I don't like finding this, it's always annoying. No one on our side got hurt, so the beleaguered these words. Oof. Spring of 1357. This ordeal continued for 2 hours and 43 minutes. That was not that long. Mercifully, all settlers survived the raids. 13 sworn enemies died. Henry was our best guy. Good job, Henry, for killing everyone. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and we lost a couple floors somewhere. So let's, everyone who's been drafted, let's get everyone here. It doesn't say drafted for you. You are definitely drafted. So everyone who's drafted, let's undraft you. And let's figure out what floor got. The wicked floor makes me think that they targeted something over here. It's always so hard finding out what they attacked. And everything looks fine. Everything always looks fine. It'd be nice if there was a way to tell what they attacked. What got destroyed. Here looks fine. As far as I know, these are the only spots that have wicked floors, right? are in here and in here, they target the storage area here. Let's get rid of that. Or maybe in here. Oh, 0 sticks. 0 sticks. Something got destroyed. I just cannot figure out what. 2 sticks. Oh. Oh, right here. Perfect. Right there. Okay, so you can see the damage, I guess. Right here. So they destroyed a couple of floors back there, and they attacked the walls here. So they were attacking this area. That's okay. We'll repair the bricks and we'll repair the walls, and we will rebuild this. Otherwise, that was pretty good. No one really got hurt. So let's loot. Let's loot everything. Can't forget about our loot. And then let's go back to refactoring the kitchen. Okay, so this should now actually be a kitchen, right? Let's check the room. Yep, this is a kitchen. So we don't need you or you. You. You or you. There we go. Okay, I did leave an entrance. Why are we not making me some more cabbage? We could really use some more cabbage. Let's see, maybe there's some hunting we can do. Is there anything that is ready to be killed? Got some rabbits. Go take care of rabbits. And some deer. Ooh, that's much better. Go kill off the deer. But, I don't know why this cabbage is not being crop size 14 out of 91. Oh, there's a limit to the size of the crop, apparently. I did not know that. Everything else here is planted. Everything else here. Okay, so now apparently this is just the least. Food is the least important thing for them. Barley was like the first thing. I see where their priorities are. Did they really? Okay, so yeah, okay, so you can't really tell, but the cabbage has been started. Okay. I guess we should actually lavish meals until we have it was 180 because that's how much storage space we have for lavish meals. 180. Oh, I forgot. Until we have 180. Until we have 180. Enter. Confirm 180, 180. This one till forever. Same idea for here. Forever. Okay, so this should allow us to have an extra cook in place for our lavish meals. And now we have this room where I can make myself some spirit distilling. Still not 100% sure what this does. This is completely new. But supposed to be medical alcohol, which, you know, that of itself. And we can make ourselves an apothecary station, which again, completely new. But we will find out what it does. And this room over here, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this room. They come in here and they eat the food right here. What's the point of making all these nice buildings for them if they won't even use them properly? So I can make here alcohol. I need 15 alcohol ingredients and 5 fuel to make alcohol. Let's just make one and see what it looks like. So I'm guessing alcohol ingredient would be something over here, like some beer or something. Once we have the barley actually finished being grown, we will have alcohol ingredients. And over here, we can make ourselves, see here, we need 5 herbs to make 1 simple healing kit, 5 herbs and 3 textile for that, 5 herbs, 3 textiles, and 5 disinfectants. Do not know what that is. So alcohol, vinegar, or salt. Hey, look at that, we have a use for salt. But let's definitely not use alcohol here. We can use vinegar or salt for the disinfectant. Until we have, I don't know, 10? 10 sounds like reasonable. And let's add a storage space right here where we can store, where would it be under materials? Advanced healing kits, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. So we can, no worker with, we don't have a worker with 30 medicine. Where's our medicine people? 16, 24. Oh, look at that. So we can't do that yet. So let's, I'm assuming healing kits then will be good enough. What does it say here? 10, yeah, so 10. So I can make healing kits instead of advanced healing kits. So I still have no use for salt. Salt is still useless. Absolutely useless. So I don't know what makes them decide to come over here to eat compared to just eating over here. Grab that food. Don't know why they go all the way around when they could be going through the path I made up down here. I think that would be a little bit more efficient. I would have guessed that would be more efficient. Let's maybe encourage them to come down here by adding a road. Like adding pavement. Don't road. What are these called again? Floor. Adding floor. I know there's some bias in the logic against floor. So maybe if I added some floor into the walk space, they will be more likely to use that walk space to come from the food area to here. Instead of going up through the doors and up over here. Okay, so healing kits. What, did we make our first one yet? No, we don't. We still have no alcohol. Okay, so this looks pretty good. We have ourselves our farms set up, all of them, right? Yeah, all of our farms set up. Let's do a little bit of additional digging to make sure we don't run out of clay. And same thing over here for limestone. Don't want to run out of resources. What was this one? That was just dirt. It kind of looked like stone from that angle. I don't know. Could just be me. Alright, so what do we really have that we can do next? I think those were the last 2 technologies that we could possibly use, right? Now we have ourselves our healing kits. Not that they really... Because, yeah, not that it really makes much of a difference. These herbs were very powerful as they were, and still don't know what alcohol does, so I'm not too concerned about that. We have the best gear around. We have plate armor, steel plate, steel helmets, steel weapons. We have our trees. Yeah, I don't really have much that I think we can mine this out. Once we have someone that has enough healing, we can use it. At least now I know what salt is good for, right? I didn't even have any idea before what salt could even be used for. Well, I guess I can finish up the wall here. Let's place these guys over here. And I've only had a very few attacks that actually had archers in them, so these have not been too useful. But nonetheless, we can put them in here and use them for protection in the very rare but not impossible case where we get an attack from a group that has archers. Want this one. Happy birthday, Edwin. I guess this one we can just cancel, right? And like put a floor there. Should I do the same thing for this one? Like cancel this one and just put a floor there? I don't know. This one makes more sense. This one, I guess. You can just cancel that one and put a floor there. Well, we can't do it for this one since it's already built. But I'll do that for the future I think it's convex or concave. The future one that turns inside instead of going outside. I think that's concave is this, so yeah, concave. I think that's concave. Like this one. Pretty sure that's the concave corner. And this one is convex. Go all the way. No, hey. No, not down there. And we would expand this by building here. You're all set. Why is there a hole in the wall? Let's fix that, please. I don't want a hole in my wall. That does not seem like it would be very beneficial to defending. I guess I could just put all my people. Oh, okay, never mind. They can't walk through there unless they can leap up here to go through the hole in the wall. So it's not. So it's not bad. It's not that bad. All right, so that should finish up the whole wall. All right, so that should finish up the whole wall and all the sections. I like that some of our walls are very tall. Maybe I should have made the walls taller. Like, I didn't necessarily have the resources to do that at the beginning, but it would make, I feel like this is, standing down here is much more imposing than standing right here. This is only like, what, 10 foot tall? This is 20 feet tall. This is, I don't know, it just looks much more imposing to me being here than it is being here. And I guess even more so if you go, like, when do you stop, right? Over here, that's even more imposing. That's 30 feet of wall that's in your way before you can, like, and then you have someone up here shooting arrows down at you. I feel like that would be even more imposing. If you just have a wall going all the way to the top, all around, a max level wall all around the base. I think that could, oh, what was that? I think that was lightning. Oh, that gave me a little surprise. Alright, so finish up this wall. I should make sure everyone starts wearing summer clothes. Summer clothes, everyone. Summer clothes. Oh, we have so many people now. We haven't recruited anyone today. It's been quite a bit quite a dry spell for recruiting people today. Yesterday we recruited like 3 or 4 people. Today, not even close. If everyone should now go and put on some warm clothing. What can I do to make the people even happier? Like, no one seems to be happy. Everyone's... Why are you so unhappy? No religious activities, no entertainment. I feel like you're sleeping, desperately thirsty. Maybe I can play with your schedules and see how much I can get away with, because I really want some of these people to be happy. They're not happy either. Payment needs fulfilled, enter church, still tired and hungry. Maybe give everyone some extra leisure time to, after their, let's just give everyone a little bit of extra leisure time in the morning. Maybe that should help with people being less grumpy. Oh, no, we still have some people left. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe, I don't know how this would affect them, but if I can unify, like, them into shifts, maybe that would work also. I don't know, I want to see some happy faces. I want to see some happier faces. And I feel like maybe the only way to do that is to make them so they don't have to work anymore, I guess. Or work less. You know, work-life balance and all. Ideally, if you were working at a job that would require you to work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, you know, that's definitely not a work-life balance that most people would find acceptable. So maybe I can play with the schedule a little bit. So let's say you sleep for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And we have leisure for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work all the way to then we would work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 hours. That doesn't sound unreasonable. Let's copy that over to a bunch of people. And so as I said, we were sleeping for 7 hours. We have leisures for 1, 2. We have some people who are idle. Let's do this first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work for a bunch, and we have 1 hour leisure before bedtime. So let's copy this one. Paste that one a bunch. And then, so we have no one working overnight. So let's add in a shift that would allow for work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 leisure, 7 sleep, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. I have no idea how this will impact people. Like, I am imagining people are gonna faint from not being able to sleep when they normally sleep. Copy this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we have 4 more over here, and we have no one to carry over the middle. So I'm going to go right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, let's go over here. So then we would have leisure, 7 sleeps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a bunch of leisure, 4, bed. There we go. Hopefully, so that's less work hours in total, but hopefully in any given time there should at least be 4 people working out of the 16 people in total. But hopefully this should help them be a little happier. Let's see how much this ruins my village. Let's see how much workplace balance brings things to a crawl. But at least we should have people are idling. So there are leisure activities, but they have no leisure things to do. So they are idling. I guess during leisure time you would go to work if you run out of things to do, right? I think that is the general idea here, but we don't have anything for them to do. We don't have any food in storage. We don't have any, like this is all ripening, flowering, etc. We can go hunting. Do we have anything to hunt? Get some wolves to hunt. Those I'm not a fan. Get some deer to hunt. Do we have anything to hunt over here? There are some rabbits. See anything? Some rabbits over there. But unless I make them hunt the wolf pack over here. Maybe this person doesn't like to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to give them a couple days for them to adjust to a new sleeping cycle. Because there's going to be some people who are going to faint from not being able to go to bed at the time they normally would. As, you know, would expect. But that's fine. That is what I would expect. Not too concerned about people fainting. Let's maybe get a little bit more mindstone. Limestone. This is also limestone, right? Let's mine this out here. I think we have more than enough clay. We're not building anything right now. Just trying to make people happier. So I don't feel like we're going to be in too much of a need for either limestone or clay at the moment. Maybe check out the gear that everyone's wearing. Maybe you can wear a better heavy helmet. We're not too low of... So let's edit heavy helmet to not allow for leather helmets. That should get rid of that one. And now he has a nice, better iron helmet. Okay, so heavy armor should not allow for savage plate. But look at that, everyone has good plate armor. You're okay. Fine steel plate armor, look at that. Fine steel plate armor. And I don't want these, like this small effect on movement speed. I'm assuming this has a smaller effect on movement speed. I don't know that for a fact, though. I know this, maybe I should just equip everyone with plate armor and heavy helmets, right? Like, is there really a reason? Like, I know caps make them better sustainable for temperatures, but I thought maybe a gambeson would be a lighter armor than a plate, so that you know, they can run faster and not get so tired from a normal day's work. You carry around plate all day, you're gonna get tired. So I assumed that Gambison would make them less tired. Oh, look at that, we actually have some food. Osmund has turned 49 today. Very good. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it for this village. I don't really see anything else I could do. We are very well defended. We have, in my opinion, everything we could possibly need. We have churches, we have all the crafting areas, a lot of storage areas, we have a lot of food. We're making more food. Yeah, I don't really see the need for more. We could support more people without a problem, right? That kind of sucks. I thought there would be more to do, but I don't see it. I can make a. How high can we go? How high are we right now? We're at 6. We can go up to 16. Oh, we can make a really tall tower. So we could just make a really tall tower. I don't see any. Hey, I see a failed harvest. I saw you. Make a really, really tall tower. Why? For fun, I guess. And make it right here. A really, really tall tower. And because we don't have any we don't have any defense for an attack from this direction. Not that we really need it. I haven't seen an attack from this direction. But if it happens, why not have a tower? So why not, right? So let's see. We would go. Let's destroy all of this our way. Did it destroy it at all? No, it did not. Destroy. 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 Alright. So we want to build a graded wall over here and a reinforced wall on this side with some a window, not, and here lay brick floors. We can put floors over here too. But the general idea here will be that I can put a ladder here. No, not there. I want to put a ladder here, then go a level higher with wall here and here. Oh, yes, you are more than welcome. Welcome. Let's equip you. Start with a flimsy like crossbow. Not bad. Are you actually good at marksmanship then? 8 compared to, oh, you are much better at melee. Fix that up for you. Let's give you some plate armor, some summer apparel, a heavy helmet, power shield, and a melee one-hand weapon. Never run away. Good. Move your schedule to being, I guess the next group of schedule I can have something to compensate for this people not working over here. So I would go probably start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 leisure, 7 bed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a bunch of leisure. Go. And your job will be to smith, I guess. You'd like to smith, and you like to build 10 level 2. Cooking, you're pretty good. Never hunt. And comment. Okay, there we go. Good. Let's destroy all your items. You can go to a bed, and you'll be taken care of once you go into your bed. Okay, so as we were, let's destroy this piece here, here. And on the second floor, we will have walls here, here, here. Here, we will put a normal or here, here. And then we would put more stairs going up. And we'll do the same thing. No need for doors this time. Wall, 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 wall. Yeah. Stairs. Floor. Wall. 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 Stairs. And floor. It's going to take a little bit to build all this. Wall. 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 Stairs. Oh, did I forget to build my ladder? I forgot to cancel. Hopefully that only... Oh, it canceled all the layers. No, I only want to cancel up here. Oh, God. Okay, let's zoom in, see what everything, all the damage done by that one click. Oof. So here, that also got rid of the ladder, didn't it? Yeah, that got rid of that ladder. Oh. They appear silently, eyes howling, hollow, not howling. Hollow, hair wild, smelling rancid, and dubbed with blood. That sounds pretty bad. Everyone in Aldeby recognized these pillagers as assailants for the most deadly kind. They were beyond reason, nothing left to lose. Let's see what we got here. We have 4 fierce forest bandits, 4 forest bandits, 1 murderous forest bandit tug, and 6 ruthless forest bandits. Alright, see what we got here. You have a huge little hammer thing. Alright, everyone here is equipped with melee weapons, facing straight into this tower here. So let's just grab some archers. We don't need any melee, they're never going to make it through the door. And go over here, the archers. Let's go up here. So as I was though, I don't want to forget the mess that we made over here. Put that one cancel command. Okay, and over here we already have everything here is fine. Okay, and now down here, let's build that. There we go. Now we should be able to build this. There we go. Now the top. Now we can go on, move on. Here, wall, 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 wall. Oh, the attack is starting. Let's go take a look at that. They should all... Okay, so let's spread out a little bit here to make everyone has a good visibility. There we go. Well, let's massacre them before they even come close. Wow. They are not standing a chance. They're not even like they're probably they want to go after this door here, right? But oh, there you go. Someone's actually coming for the door. Will he make it? Oh no, he did not make it to the door. Maybe Hammond. Oh no, he's gonna run away. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? No, he did not. No one made it out alive. Oh well. All the corpses in the forest. Fertilizer, as they say, right? Fertilizer for the forest. Everything here can be destroyed, please. Thank you. As I was, we're gonna keep building this up. So next would be more flooring. Oh, we can bring it back up to speed 3. Alright, let's wider and add in a there. Floor. I don't know exactly how high we are. I don't know what really the limit here is. Oh, very much blending in, so I'm hoping that... oh, okay, so that's what it's complaining about. I can't build in the middle there. That's okay. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay. Go over here. Go here. 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 Want to put it in the middle. Edge. Can I go one further? Kinda. Not really. That's the limit that I could build this in. Oh, what's this? There you go. How many more? What are we at now? So this is 16 is the highest. 15, 14. I think we're almost there. That's 14. So we'd have 2 more levels. Make it a little bit prettier up this way. I think this will work. Find out. Will this support the next level? No, not really. Yeah, that won't work because I need to put in my ladders, right? Oh, this is so hard to see what's going on here. So hard to see what's going on. We're at 14. Went up this way. I think we need to go up here. But it's blocked by this. So let's try to build this up again. If a problem now is that we can't build myself brick or Actually, we can just go up this way, right? No reason why we can't keep going up, but just at a different location. Oof. So hard to build. Oh, auto-saving. I think this might be the last level, though. I don't think there's a level after this. We are at 15 now, and 16 will be the max. Can't reach. So yeah, this is the highest one. Alright. Also, we didn't even need to be concerned about putting a ladder here. We can't go any higher. Nice. But I can put a ladder there, but I can't put flooring? I guess there's no point in putting a ladder. I guess you could use the ladder to go on top of the like on top of the walls, I guess. What about these things? Can you put these things up there? Can these things go up there? Oh, not up there. What about on the edges? Doesn't seem like it's letting me. Here. And last one. Okay. So this is the tallest tower we can make from the ground floor. So that's, I guess, the towers we were making, which were only 3 blocks high. This one is quite a bit more, I guess. 3, 6, 9, 11 blocks high. So, you know, only 8 blocks higher. Only 80, I'm assuming 80 feet higher. You know, not that big of a deal. Hey guys, look at all this this cabbage that you guys are not transporting for me. Come on, get to work. What do you mean I just asked you to build a tower to the sky? No excuses. Get to work. I do like seeing some more food in our storage stuff. That is nice. We have some more food over here that could be stored if someone it's just because we have some people that have a high prioritization for construction. So, you know, not the biggest of deals. Oh, I forgot I didn't put any walls. I need to make sure they are aware. What? Not enough allowed resource. Oh, we don't have enough wood, I guess? I'm assuming we ran out of wood. Yes, we ran out of wood. Let's drop out the wood here. I don't like the wood that's too close to our wall. Let's get rid of this. And this one down here. Do we have any other wood that's too close to the wall for my comfort? Let's get rid of these. Get rid of this, and There, this one. Okay. So that should give us a little bit more wood, and I shouldn't have to worry about this, these walls. I don't know, I don't like this being too close. One, it clips, which is not very nice looking. And two, I don't know, maybe feels like it should be able to act as cover. Oh, someone's unconscious. Are you lack of sleep? Yes, lack of sleep. That's okay. You're still adjusting, I'm assuming, to your new schedule. Settlers are exhausted. Again, adjusting to your new schedule, I'm guessing. When is your sleep? Your sleep is... Oh, wow, your sleep is not for a long time. Shouldn't you have just been sleeping? You are going to be giving me notifications all day long. Oh, that's going to be annoying. I do not know why you are not sleeping already. You're going to go unconscious and then conscious again constantly. That, nothing important. Is there a reason why they can't reach up here? They should be able to walk in here. Did I do it wrong? Oh, because the stairs here aren't built yet. I didn't do it wrong, it's just these stairs here are not... Oh, because we don't have any wood left. Oh. Get people chopping down wood. Come on, guys. Get to that wood. Yeah, see, he's just gonna fall unconscious over and over and over again. Until the day is out. Really annoying when you do that. I guess we're all very busy destroying all the loot. That we don't have anyone that's like highest priority is to cut trees, cut plants. I guess we do, you, and you, but you're both sleeping. Hey, look at that. Now with the new, much more lenient schedule, we do have a lot of happy people. Wow, we have a lot of happy people now. Jobs have 8 an exclusive meal, entertainment needs, a table, 8 in a great hall. Like, what's the point of this fancy table if they don't get like an extra bonus for a fancy table, right? Like, she didn't have a bonus for eating at a great hall plus eating at a fancy table. Just had a bonus for eating at Great Hall. Do we ever make a piece of alcohol here? We did. What happened to it? Do not know what happened to it. Is it somewhere? Store it? Rough wine. Do not know what happened to that alcohol. We brought in some, so it takes 15 alcohol ingredients and 5 extra fuel, and it takes preparing the ingredients, and I'm assuming it'll take a little bit for it to actually run. But maybe there's, I want to see. I want to see it, it's a very slow process. Fermenting 1%, 2%. So I don't know if alcohol is better than beer from their perspective, like from a satisfaction perspective. Oh, we almost have barley. That's good. But if it is, then this is slow, real slow. We might need to massively increase the amount of space we dedicate to just making alcohol. Summertime. How are we doing over here? Move it over here. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Our reserves are starting to increase as we are. There we go. It's so weird. I don't understand what happened there. Like, it was disappearing and reappearing. Really want to have some barley and some wood. So that, oh, are we back to being able to construct a little bit here? Yeah, we are. We still need more wood. But we are making progress on the tower to end all towers. That's what I'm going with. I'll eventually maybe add windows to it. Sounds like a nice idea. We need someone to chop down these trees. Chop down the trees. You chop down my trees. Yeah, I need to. We don't have any wood to make any more coal. We still have 180 coal, so that's not the worst. But none of these trees are done growing, and no one's chopping down wood because they're all busy doing something else, I guess. But I have a lot of herbs need to be picked. Maybe I can change their priority for someone. Someone's priority. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. But once you wake up, you can have chopping of wood as your first #1 priority. And that should help with getting all these wood, all this tree chopped. Hailstorm in the middle of summer, not the middle of summer, at the beginning of summer. Still, I still can't tell what hailstorms do. They do not appear to have any negative effects on anything. Yeah, there's some savage plate there that needs to be destroyed. Kind of obfuscate a little bit the floor. That was just my level of zoom, never mind. Yeah, they're supposed to, I think they're supposed to hurt the plants, but that does not happen. Or maybe they did. Do seem to have just batches missing. Maybe they hurt the plants over there, but they did not hurt the ones over here. Oh, look at that, we are missing some batches. Like just some patches are empty. Maybe it does hurt the plants a little bit. Not enough to be significant. It really should be more of an oomph behind it, in my opinion. Make me a little bit more concerned when this happens. That would be nice. Okay, there we go. Now that person's awake, he's gonna come down and chop down all those trees that I don't want in my way anymore. Put this one up here. Over here. There we go. Now we should have plenty of wood to be able to build up more levels. Very good. Looking good. Well, it just looks like a normal tower at this point. Nothing special about it so far. Oh, it'd be kind of neat to watch them move around. I think it's kind of... I don't like how they're building from like the floor underneath. They're building the wall on top from the floor underneath. But, you know, it's a game. You can't expect the range to always be perfect. But hey, they are building fast though. Ever so fast. I wonder if we're going to need even more trees. I'm betting we're going to need even more trees. Let's take advantage of the natural forest in front of our mega gigantic tower. And yeah, we can't go any higher because we're out of trees again. We used a lot of the wood to make more pole instead of just using it all for making ladders, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just something we need to. There we go. Wait, there we go. Yeah, they're a little too close to my wall anyways. The forest is always encroaching, like this forest area. I don't know how they grow, but they're always encroaching. There are always new little trees growing on the edge of your wall. They're always encroaching onto your wall. Always finding a tree here or there, and if you don't chop it down, it's going to start growing inside of your walls. I don't want any natural trees inside of my walls. Only the trees I decide can live here. Alright? Good. I'm glad we have an understanding. Joanna, she seems to be doing very well in her new place. What were her perks? Hot-blooded, seems to be permanently overheated, throwing open windows and shunning warm clothes. She kept cool. Oh. I'm guessing it should be something like maximum comfort level goes down, I guess. So it doesn't seem to be applicable right now. She does have her summer clothes, and yeah, so this doesn't seem to do anything, but that sounds like an interesting idea. She's hedonist. She will quickly get bored and start to cause trouble. Quite the drama queen. But again, that is not something that seems to be in effect at the moment, which is not a problem, you know, early access and all. But that just kind of shows the direction they plan on taking this in, I guess. Would be one way of seeing it. Oh, the barley. We can pick barley, guys. Guys, pick barley. Make alcohol with this barley. Oh, did I miss this alcohol again? I did. Oh, there it is. Okay, so he just took some alcohol to go drink. So they just drink the alcohol like if it was beer, right? Brewed carefully to a secret recipe derived by monks or possibly Arabs. This is a very powerful aquavita. Let's see what that does to his alcohol requirements. Follow this person around. Walt, you're gonna go to our go drink. Drinking alcohol. Okay, fully max it out, but it made you unhappy? Fully maxed out alcohol. Moderately tired. Drunk, got you drunk. Completely drunk. Hey friends, look at me. I'd like to see those thirsty raiders try and come at me now. Entertainment needs fulfilled. Completely drunk. I don't know how that's better or worse than... Let's just make a bunch. I'm not sure if this is better or worse than beer. I'm guessing it's better because it's later tech. But I need to find someone who actually like tries to drink the beer. We need beer for that. So if someone tries to drink the beer, and I'll see if that has less of an effect. Maybe it only makes them tipsy instead of drunk, and has less of a bonus to happiness. It is inefficient though. It did only make me 10 pieces of alcohol for 15 and to start. So you know. Oh, drinking counts as eating in a great hall. Oh, now you're tipsy. Yeah, table and a great hall. Not drinking, tipsy. How are we doing with the big tower? Oh, look at that. We're actually on the wider area now. Did we run out of... No, we didn't run out of wood. We have some wood down here. We have almost 800 wood. So I don't feel like we're going to be running out of wood anytime soon. So we just need to actually finish building this tower up. Settlers are starving. Boo-hoo. How are you starving? We have so much food. We actually don't have an issue with food right now. Look at that. Our second reserves are almost full, and our third reserves will be full next. We are doing very good when it comes to food. Let's see. Do we want to go hunting? Yes. Only a single deer over here. Some rabbits and more. That's a fox. We'll deal with the fox. I'm confident in the ability of my ranged people to go and not die when they... Oh, where are you guys all going? So go and not die when I send them to go. Oh, there's some more wolves. Oh, let me put my money where my mouth is. Let's kill all the wolves. Let's get all the leather and all of the meat. That should help us have a little bit better stockpile of meat. Not that I think it's that big of a concern, but nonetheless. Do I have anyone going for the hunt yet? No, people are sleeping. How dare they be sleeping? They're exhausted. Well, they should be sleeping. There we go. Problem solved. Entered the church. A little tired. I'm hungry. If you're done sleeping, we can send you off to go eat and stuff. So why is this not going up any higher? Didn't forget a ladder, did I? I'm always worried I forgot a ladder. No, that ladder is there. It should be able to go up to this hole here. I don't see any reasons they can't come up here. Well, once this one piece of floor here is built. I just need someone to come up here and actually build this floor. Someone's off. They were starving. Now they're just exhausted. They should be going to bed very soon. Okay, so there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to come up here. Okay, now it's within reach. Now all of this is, well, most of this floor here is within reach. And once we're almost to the top. We're almost to the top. Looking very good so far. Oh, I heard someone shooting a bow. Probably hunting. Right? This is definitely slowing down though. Having to build things so far up. definitely making things slower. How much materials do we have left anyways? All the way in. Oh, we have plenty. Oh, look at that. We have so much brick every time. Definitely not running low on brick. Even after building all this, we saw plenty of brick. It's just a matter of time. We just need to get people working. They're still growing. We have anyone picking the barley? Barely. We have all this barley. Oh, someone's in critical condition. Ah! You got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Ah! Okay, maybe attacking the wolves. Not necessarily the best idea. Douglas. Save. Carry this settler and save him, please. Okay, he has plenty of blood. He's gonna wake up soon. Okay, he's not that bad. Critical condition is not. Are you coming or? Where are you? Okay, so you are coming. You're supposed to be doing leisure activities, but let's fix that guy. Yeah. They're not over here anymore. The game still brings me over here, though. You are not over here anymore. You're over here. There you go. Now it updated. So someone should hopefully be coming along and giving you some of our healing. Someone, anyone. There you go. Douglas did come along. Wounded, healed. Very good. I still don't really understand the benefit of using an actual healing kit. Maybe it makes these like heal up even faster than normal. But either way, he is okay. No harm, no foul, right? That's the concept that we go by. No harm, no foul. Everyone's happy. I think. Oh, is it too hot for our lavish meals here? Yeah, we're gonna go through our yearly lavish meal spoilage. That's okay. We have plenty of food and plenty of capability to make additional lavish meals. We also have a lot of herbs, right? For our herbs. We don't have that much herbs. We definitely need more herbs. Yeah. This building endeavor, which no regrets, but it is taking up quite a bit of our people's effort. And well, let's see here. I had temporarily made you cutting plant only, so maybe now I can bring you back down to gardening. That should help catch up because we are falling behind a little bit on the amount of gardening we need to do. Okay, so now we're having people focus on barley that we need to get, which we can then turn into alcohol. I mean beer, which then can be turned into alcohol. Okay, there we go. Now we can finally build our everything is reachable now. Build the entire thing. Finished building the top layer. Now we will have the tallest possible tower you can make in this game at the moment. It doesn't. You would think that a tower, like the taller tower, would allow you to shoot further, but it doesn't seem like that is how it works. From up here, maybe not like linearly, but you'd expect to be able to shoot a little bit further from here then you would be able to shoot from here, right? Like you go wee here, and from up here you can go wee, and it goes down. Let's help her out. Let's see, what are you good for? You have a bruised arm, not too much of a concern. Let's set you up here with, you will find out we are much nicer than your previous owners. Let's see, what are you good for? Beechcraft, which is useless right now. Carpentry and intelligence, also not very high on the I care list. Your melee is just as bad as your... Okay, let's get you a crossbow. No shield, neutral, cap, summer, light armor, meal only, and for your job, I feel like let's get you hauling construction as a number 2. You do like this and this. Not that we have any researching that could possibly be done. Let's still put him at number 2. Never do cooking or smithing or tailoring, craft. Let's grow and harvest. That's number 2. I think that should be good. So mainly they'll be hauling, but if they're not hauling, they should build or handle the farms. And during the winter, they can help with carpentry. That sounds reasonable. Oh, I forgot to unequip their forced equipped stuff. There we go. So it should be good. I do really hope they attack from this direction here. I really hope they spawn somewhere here. That would be a very good. In one day we might be able to have the first floor here done. So, you know, then we can have people up here and up here shooting them down. Oh, did I forget to make your... Oh, I didn't. You're number 1 there. And yeah. Oh, you can hunt. You'll have a ranged weapon. Let's just put hunting at 4, though. You will most likely never have to hunt. Exhausted. You're working. What happened here? Why are you in this situation, Sylvester? Your sleeping is very soon. Okay. So your sleeping is very soon. You're drinking a little bit before bed. Sure, whatever. Not here to judge. I didn't make a whole huge thing just for alcohol down here, so I can't really judge too much. Hasn't really gone. This, like, what kind of activity is it? Cooking. So I feel like we... Are you potentially a cook? No, you're not really potentially a cook. Well, let's make you a cook anyways. I feel like that's probably a better priority for them, is to try to cook. Because all of this counts as cooking, so, you know, our chefs can't take care of all of this plus all of this. And we only have like 2 chefs. You guys fully grown? No, you're growing. How do we do over here? Almost done. We'll finish building this wall and we'll take on the attack, but I'm pretty sure that's all that we need to do. Everything else I've pretty much proven that, like, we can handle it. I don't see... Yeah, we have plenty of food and storage. Making additional food storage would not be a problem. I'm not concerned about that. Yeah, looking good. We're a little wasteful, but Yeah, again, not the biggest of concern about that though. This only happens for a little bit during the summer, and the stuff down here tends to still be pretty cold. So this stuff won't be going bad anytime soon, and they'll hopefully get used up. We are getting fresh food constantly. So yeah, oh look at that. Everyone is so happy. Oh, that is great. Other than Merrill, everyone is very happy. Why are you not happy? Come on. Why do you have to be the person that is not happy? Everyone else is so happy. That's exactly what I want to see. I guess alcohol is really what triggered it. Now that we have alcohol production going on. Maybe. I don't know what triggered it, but everyone's very happy now. Together we are strong. Oh, that's what happened. Together we are strong made everyone very happy. So that extra 16 boost made everyone... Oh, you're losing consciousness. Oh, it's because you're sleeping. Because you're very tired. You're exhausted, so you're losing consciousness. But you're still... What? Your schedule. You're not supposed to go to bed for another 3 hours. I'm not 100% sure how that happens. That happens, I'm guessing, like maybe walk speed or something. I'm not 100% sure why that happens, but it does happen. And how are we doing on these trees? I think the trees are... Food, you're sleeping. You should be sleeping. I'm guessing you might have been stuck in one of those, where are you? Oh wow, you should be done sleeping now. Oh wow, you didn't get any sleep. Oh, that's not good. Not gonna be awake. You're gonna be fainting all day. That's a bug I think they should probably try to focus on fixing. I think that would be I think that would make this a lot more sustainable. It doesn't cause too much of a problem because they just wake up and fall asleep and have a lot of bing, 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 bing the whole time. So it's not like it causes too much of a problem, but nonetheless, it'd be nice if I didn't have that happen all the time, where they work through their sleep schedule because they bugged out, I guess. I don't know exactly why. There we go. My little tower up in the sky. Almost done being built. Oh, right in time for the enemy attack. Hopefully they attack from over here. Can't really guarantee that. I see a deer though. Rabbits. More rabbits and a deer. More rabbits. That deer. I think that was everything. Healing kits cannot just be put on the floor. They need to be kept in a cool location. They decomposed. Oh. I did not know that. We will defy their attack. Let's see what we get. What do we get here? This is not the correct location. Oh wow, they have archers. They have some longbows, some crossbows, some longbows. Okay, it's not too much of a concern, but nonetheless. Okay, so from over here, they will go down. From here, they will go over here. Pretty sure they will come and attack over here. So this might be a little bit more of a threat. Let's grab all our archers and here. You and you. Let's group up in front of the tower. Then we can all go up the tower. Like this is close enough. Someone's gonna stand up here and shoot and start the fight. So I don't want someone to just be the first person here, stand up here, shoot, start the fight. I want the whole group here. So let's get everyone in place. And then we can send everyone up the tower at the same time. Still do not feel like we need any defenses. Oh, they decide to start without us. Oh, what was that? That's not good. Oh, I do not know what happened there. Severe artery, serious. Get out of here. That was not good. Aren't you? No, I mean, up here. Okay, so let's zoom out. That's the problem. Zoom out. Out. Okay, and you're going away. So that was a real bad shot on Sylvester. Sylvester is one of our first three. He's our number one over here. It has severe blood loss. You better be going to bed and... Oh. Okay, I think you guys are good. Here's leg muscles. Oh, you are not. You get down. You guys better be doing more damage than they're doing to us, because... Coming up there. Hey, what are you? How did you... Oh, sometimes... Oh, no, come here. Get Henry down. You can go and go get better. Lucia, that person that... Oh, God. Our first, someone decided to come... Wow, these archers are very threatening. They are very threatening. Run away. Because I think that the last of the archers? No, it's not. What? Oh, you guys can't. Okay, so you guys can't reach that person. That's why you guys are going down. We lost someone. This guy's just standing up there. He does not concern. Our first death. I'm very disappointed in myself. That is real bad. One. Really? Oh, God. Oh, I think we're going so well. Kill them all. And everyone else should be... Can I make a grave for Lucia? Not sure how. That name doesn't sound too familiar, so I'm assuming she is a newer person. But nonetheless... where would we make graves? We can make graves by... Right here, I guess. We make it in the back. And only make sure we only bury the one person who deserves a burial. Everyone else should get being healed. Other than you, apparently. You don't want to get healed? You want to go eat first? Then get healed? Yeah, okay. You go get healed. Make sure that these people are getting the care they deserve. You are getting care. Put Henry over here. And Henry, please. If we have a hole here, building cannot be reached. You should be... You're tending wounds instead of getting your own wound tended. Okay, though. Now you're in bed. Alright. I do want to build this grave. How about you? What are you doing? You're going to bed. Who is left bleeding? You. Okay, you're going to bed. You're in bed. Maybe someone can come around and heal you up. You are in bed too. I'm just hoping someone comes around and heals them up. We have some people who are prioritizing heals. Anyone who's pretty good at medicine has heals. So you are pretty good at medicine. So let's see. Dulcia, you prioritize tending the wound to that person. Okay, your wounds are healed. So only Sylvester has any wounds left. So let's go and heal up Sylvester. All right. So is this ready to be used, or can I tell you to? Can I need to clear the area first? So if I go, okay, maybe I should just move it over, then go here and be like, can't reach. Do we need to dig the hole, or how does the construction of these graves work? All right. And our poor, stupid Lucia. Let's bury her. You were never meant to take your fine crossbow and bring it out there like that. That was never supposed to happen. Let's enable calling all of that. We're never supposed to go out there and do that. Now we have the shame of having a corpse. It doesn't tell you the name of the person in here. Oh well. That kind of sucks. You're doing so well. Not a single death till the end there. And now we have our tower all the way up. We have people who are relatively happy. I don't know, did the... Yeah, friend died. Darn it. 4 days! Wow. 4 days? Nothing victory. Victory only lasts for like 1 day. Friend died lasts for 4 days? 5 days? Oh my. Wow. I didn't. Like, we buried your friend? Does that help? Wow, no. No, it does not. Alright, so I feel like this is a good place to end this this map. I think we're in a good position. So let me take a couple how do you do screenshots? Screenshot mode, there we go. Use the WAS keys, mouse wheels, tilt. And 5 to reset. So let's try to, I don't know, what's one of the more appeasing pictures of the oof, us. That flash, I didn't like that at all. I can hear some thundering outside. Like the front entrance. And the big tower. Do a little bit more of a zoomed in picture of the temple and living quarters. Living quarters and the garden, the great hall, cooking and storage, crafting. Okay, I think that's pretty much the main features. And not that much underground stuff. But we have a lot of textiles and leather. We are very much I don't know if I took a picture of this angle. I'll go through all the pictures after. And obviously I take a picture of the tower. Alright. But that's going to be it for tonight. I think we did pretty good. For our first playthrough, 5 years, 1 death, apparently. 18 people, 1 of them died. Last raid, year 5. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking maybe trying a harder mode next. We will see. Or maybe a different game tomorrow. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do. But either way, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye. Oh, how do I save? I still want to save this. There we go. Bye for now.